Hi everyone, my name is Jesse Bender from benderfitness.com, and I'm here to take you through a weighted exercise, some with body weight, some with dumbbells. So the things you're going to need are a very soft surface or a mat, a yoga mat of some sort, some good space around you. We're going to be jumping, using a lot of space around you, no small children, animals, pets, cords, anything that could trip you or you could hurt, and you're going to need some form of weight. I don't care if it's a can of beans, a gallon of milk, preferably closed, dumbbells, or kettlebells would also be acceptable for this exercise. We made this one especially for the runners out there, for speed, for strength, for core, for all the muscles that we need to be more efficient runners for short distances, medium, or distance, marathons and up. These exercises are targeted at all of that. I did this exercise routine, went through it a few times with my buddy Wes earlier this week, and I am now just not sore. So let's do it again and re-sore myself, because at least I know the exercises I did, I needed, because I was that sore and couldn't pick up anything for a week. So just a warning, don't blame me when you go to sit down tomorrow. At least you know you did the right things. So what we're going to do is we're going to have 10 seconds of prep in between each exercise. And to gather your breath, those 10 seconds will feel like they go faster and faster. And we're going to work for 50 seconds, maximum repetitions with good form, especially when we're using weights. Focus on form. Do not get hurt. Do not hurt your back or twist or jerk or anything in the wrong way. Focus on form. That's extremely important for this exercise. So let's get into it. I'm going to start with my Jimmy Boss timer. Bing. Maybe we can add a bing effect on my tooth there. Bing. And I'm going to hit start. And I'm going to use, for the first exercise, is an overhead squat. I'm going to use a 20-pound dumbbell. I'm going to really focus on my form, putting that weight in my heels, lifting my toes, but sometimes I lose my balance. So here we go. 10 seconds of prep. I'm going to set this right here, because we know where that's at. Both hands on the weight. Raise it up overhead. Feet shoulder distance or slightly apart. And I'm going to squat down, trying my best to keep my chest lifted, gaze up, back as flat as I possibly can, and going down like I'm sitting in a chair. A very low chair. Even for me. Whoa, there goes my balance. So I'm really trying to put that weight in my heels. My toes are literally lifting up the whole time. And I'll remind you over and over, mainly because I have to remind myself to breathe. Always breathe. We want to hold our breath. We're working hard. Last thing you want to do. All right, 10 seconds prep for the next exercise. Ooh, we're doing runner's lunge. We're going to alternate this. I'm switching to a 15-pound dumbbell on the floor in front of you. Plenty of space. Take a step back from it. Good lunge position out to it. Back leg, try to keep as straight as you can. Grab the weight or no weight, depending on how you feel. We're going to raise up into a runner's lunge. Set it back down, push with that standing leg, and into the opposite leg. Really focus on form. Not so much rushing through this one. When you lunge, try not to let that knee go out over your toes. Bad moves. You could really hurt your knee doing that. I really feel this one in my thighs and my low back. Next, I'm going to use that same weight, and we're going to focus on one leg at a time for balance and strength in our low back and glutes and hamstrings. We're doing warrior deadlifts. Hold that weight in both hands. Shift that weight over one leg. I'm going to point my back leg and try to keep a straight line up my leg, up my back, letting that weight drop as far as I can. And back up. If you can, try not to set that foot back down. If you need to, go ahead. Also, very important, try to keep your hips facing forward. Don't let them turn out to the side like this. You want them facing forward the whole time. This one works our shins, our calves, the tops of your feet. 10 seconds of rest. And then we're going on to the other side. I'm going to point that back toe. I'm going to drop, 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 drop. Really focus on minimizing the movement to just my hips. And breathe. I'm losing my balance. That's when I have to really slow down. Or not let my pride decide and put my foot down to catch my balance. All right, we're going to set that down for a moment, away from us, because we're going to need some space. Next up, lunge jumps. You want to get into a good lunge position, not with a straight leg, but keep a nice bend, because we're going to bounce. We're thinking Mario Brothers here. Switch sides. 1. Once you get a good rhythm going, keep moving through it. I don't care if it's this slow, you have to step up and squeeze and back into the other side. Step up and squeeze, other side. Again, this is about building your strength at your pace, avoiding injury at cost. Next, let's get down on the mat for side plank leg lifts. I'm going to scooch my mat back here. I like to use the edges of the mat to make sure I'm in a straight line down my body. I'm going to plant my elbow beneath my shoulder. You can either do this with feet stacked or staggered. We're going to raise that hip up towards the ceiling. Catch that balance and then lift that top leg. You will be surprised how much you feel this exercise in the bottom leg. Oh my goodness. And breathe. Oh, 10 seconds of rest. I'm just going to flip-flop sides here for you. Because we're going to do the same thing on the other side. Straight line, elbow under shoulder, I'm going to lift up, walk my toes up a little bit, get that balance, up and down. 1, 2. Oh man, it's that bottom leg that really takes it. Really starts burning. Try to keep a straight line as best you can. If you need to pause and do the side plank, do that. If you can pause with the leg up, even better. I can't promise you that's much easier than that. 10 seconds of rest. Now we're really going to work that core. I'm just going to flip on my back because we have temple tap abs. I'm going to lay flat on my back, feet raised, stay together, hands come to a prayer position. I'm going to reach my elbow up as far as I can towards that corner, tap, center, pause at that center, opposite side, center. Turn so you can see. Also, a side note, the higher you keep your feet, the easier it is on your abs. So you want to keep them as low as you can, okay? I know. Ooh. We're going to do 10 seconds of prep. I'm going to flip over. We're getting into a plank position. We're going to do plank knee taps. Elbows right beneath your shoulders. Get into a nice straight plank. No hips dropping. No hips up in the air. I'm going to walk my toes off the edge here. Because what I'm going to do is try to keep my butt in the same position and curl on my toes. Trying to get my knees curling up under towards my belly button. Nice, slow movements. And when you're doing it right, you'll know. At least we got our shoulders worked into that one, and oh yeah, I'm really starting to sweat now. So now I'm going to flip on my back. Last ab exercise, leg lift, hip lift. You can do this with either extended arms. I like to gently support my head or my neck hurts. I'm going to keep my legs together, point my toes. I'm going to lift my legs and then try to put my feet towards the ceiling. Try your best not to just make it all momentum, throwing your legs up like this. My abs did nothing, so I have to segment it a little bit. Ooh, I'm sure it's leaving. Only going off the mat. Only getting more. All right, now, if you paid attention to our Instagram sneak peek, this is one of them. We're gonna do a reverse plank. I'm gonna sit in an L position, kitty fur out of the way, hands plant by your hips, raise up into a reverse bridge. Once you're in this nice straight line, keep it, focus on keeping it. Step out, step in. Step out, step in. Keeping those hips raised. You should feel this in your core, in your obliques and hips, up the backs of your legs actually, from planting in those heels, ooh, and up in your shoulders. It's a great full body exercise. And it's low impact too, which can really help some people out. I have sweat rolling in my ear. All right, next, we're gonna lay down on the mat, which sounds wonderful, but it won't be here soon. Give yourself a hug with that bottom arm. The top hand plants directly in front of your shoulder. Now, using that arm, lift yourself up and gently back down. Don't lay yourself back down. Slightest tap and back up. Tap, back up. We're focusing on all triceps. And breathe. Oh, shake it out, shake it out. Right back into it. Oh, and then I'm just going to sit up and flip the other way so I can keep looking at you. Same thing on the other side. I'm going to lay down. Give myself a hug with that bottom arm. Top hand plants right in front of my shoulder. I'm going to rely on that arm to raise me up and lower me back down. A little chair. I'm always amazed with how fast these can burn your triceps. Remember to breathe. Shake it out if you need. Oh, I always get to the end when we do that. All right, gang. Last exercise is we're going to stand up. This is the other Instagram sneak peek. We're doing bent over rows. You can do this on all fours, or I like to do these standing up. We're going to focus on that back. Hinge at the waist, flat, about 45-degree angle. Use your dumbbell or weight. Pull it up to the outside of your rib cage like you're trying to start a lawnmower, and let it slowly drop back down. Don't let it just drop down. Controlled. Same speed up, same speed down. Really try to squeeze your scapula towards your spine. That's that wing on the back. I like doing this standing up because I simultaneously do a back of the leg, hamstring, and knee stretch. All right. I already have it set up with a weight on this side so I can keep looking at you. Switch sides. Last exercise for this round. Plant on that surface, try to keep it straight back. Bend over. Ooh. I can tell which side I needed this a little more. Same speed up, same speed down. Keep it moving. Try not to turn your spine at all. Ooh, and that's the end of this round. I got sweat dripping off my nose, so I know I at least put in some good work. Oh, be quiet. Whew. At least I'll let you know when you're done. Good job, everybody. I hope you stuck it out. I really hope you focused on that form. Not so much about how many reps you got in, but how many good reps you got in at a good, I just spit a bubble, with good form. Well, that's a momentous occasion. It's not every day you spit a bubble. So I hope you enjoyed it. I know I kind of did, because I can feel all those areas that needed strengthened getting stronger. And I've been noticing with all of my runs, especially going uphill, actually uphill and downhill, I have a lot better form, more precise. My arms aren't crisscrossing. My back feels a lot better. I've had zero back pain this season so far, and I attribute a ton of it to doing all of these exercises and the yoga, which you can find on our site, and really strengthening all those areas to get rid of all that muscle imbalance that I never really paid much attention to before. So thank you for joining us at benderfitness.com. Make sure you hit up the site and on YouTube for over, like around 700 free home videos. Check us out on Instagram. Let us know what you thought. Let us know how you like this exercise or any of our others. Again, thank you so much for joining us, and we'll catch you all next time. We'll see you.